Hello and welcome to the Odyssey. Frequently asked questions. We're going to go briefly over what I think are the most important things for you to know in Odyssey. And one of the big ones is you can go right to all the cool new biomes, landmarks, things. You can start your game immediately on that. And if you want to check out the landmarks, in the bottom right is a new toggle where you can see all the landmarks. This is a normal starting map. Normal maps start at 50% now by default. And here are all the landmarks. And yes, there are that many cool things in Odyssey. There are about 85 crazy landmarks, features, and things, and they can combo crazy. Like this one's plateau cave pools. This one, lava flow, high geothermal activity, decreased animal life. If you wanted to start in a specific one, for example, lots of players like to start in mountain bases. If you wanted to start tucked in against a mountain and maybe go into the mountain later, you might want a hollow. So you can use the search tool and you can search for landmarks only. It has to be on one of these landmark ones. There are some landmark features that it can appear naturally in between, but the search tool will only do the marked ones. And let's search for hollow. And now we can see all the hollows, but that's not too clear. So before we do that, let's turn off all these toggles. So we just see the map. And now let's search for hollow. And now we can see all the hollows. And let's go check one out. Let's go check out this hollow right here. Hollow caves. So this is how you can quickly check for world maps and things like that. And we'll go check out one of these features. So here is a basic hollow from Odyssey. And yes, every single hollow will have a one entrance between mountain area like this. Every single hollow is like that. And there's 85 cool, crazy, and awesome things for you to check out. Other big are 5 new biomes. And let's go check out the new biomes. We'll start from the North Pole, and I'm going to try and pick normal ones. We're going to try and pick the most normal ones to check out. To the glacial plain. So let's check out a basic glacial plain with no features. Here is a basic glacial plain with no features. Notably, glacial plains have a mix of fertile soil or like arable land, and they have this barren snow and ice. There are no natural chunks on glacial plains. No natural chunks. There is a new quote unquote stone type. You can get ice. So solid ice like this can be on the glacial plains. And yes, you can dig into it. And yes, you can find cool, crazy buildings. I didn't even know this one was there. This one was just a random one. And you can go and exploring in this. And this is a normal glacial plains. And it has cool animals. This one we've got a saber-toothed tiger here, a scimitar cat, and get other things. So this is a cool standard glacial plains with no features. Cool flowers, fertile soil, other neat stuff. And let's go check out, in brief, here's lava. Let's go check out a basic lava. Lava field. This one also no features. Let's check out the lava field. Here is a basic lava field. And these generate heat, but you can stand next to them. There's lots of fertile soil. Yeah, you can stand next to these and not be on fire. There's lots of fertile soil, so living here is okay. But there are a few notable events. There is a volcanic eruption, volcanic debris. I'll just do one. Here's one volcanic debris coming in 8 seconds. Volcanic debris can land and make temporary lava. And yes, people can path over it. Colonists can walk into this and get lit on fire. Thank you for the science, Shigeru. But they won't path on to the permanent ones. These are unpathable. But this is pathable. You can build a building around this and generate heat and stuff like that. But this is a basic lava map. I'm not sure if the basic ones have the lava vents. Let's give it a try. This may not work. Lava flow. Let's try it. Lava flow. And yes, lava can flow off the map. And the flows of lava, again, these are temporary. They're temporary. They won't flow onto the grass, but they'll only flow over the stone. Super cool lava map. There's also a lava emergence where lava can emerge from these and spread out that way. That's the basics of the lava biome. And let's head to Scarlands. Let's go to a basic Scarlands. Scarlands will start... Oh, sorry. Let me zoom out and change the time. 12 hours. Let's do it in the day. Scarlands start. Scarlands are former nuclear waste sites or places that are complete disasters. And there are deconstructed buildings with horrors and dangers inside. We'll go over some of the horrors in this video, don't worry. And we'll check all this stuff out later. But yes, you can explore this. Every Scarlands has tons of ruins. Every Scarlands will have polluted water. And they will have dangerous, Scaria-infected animals. So some animals will come with Scaria here. To be aware of that. And like, so this one is not, that one is infected by Scaria. And this one is not. So it'll be random. Can you clean up the polluted maps? The Scaria, the pollution on these maps, some of them, the pollution is separate. That's a biotech mechanic. So you can't fully clean up like this toxic water. No. There's no pollution here. That's not pollution like biotech. No. Some of them have the biotech pollution too. And let's go to Glow Forest. Let's check out a normal Glow Forest. We'll just check out a normal one. Here is a normal Glow Forest. Excuse me. Yes, you can harvest lots of these plants. Yes, they regrow. Yes, these are boom shrooms. And yes, they do what you think they do. But they can also be harvested for chem fuel. There's silo caps, drugs. The map is perpetually dark. If you have the Ideology DLC, you can just grow fungus wherever. But if you do not have Ideology DLC, in order to grow crops, you would need a sun lamp. So it's perpetually dark. You can just forage on the map, though. Foraging works great. You can forage all the natural mushrooms, the agrolux, and there's the glow stools, too. And they do grow back. And that's the basics of this. And there's a cool event. We got to do it. We got to do the incident. Are the boom shrooms trees for tree connection? No. And do incident map spores. Spores. Where's the spores? Bioluminescent spores. And now we've got the this is like the Aurora event. Everybody's happy when they're outside, and it looks super cool. We've got spores. Another cool event here. And there's cool animals like colossal toads. And we got megavoles just on this map. And there's some other ones too. We got peacock. So cool animals. Any new trees or things? Nope. And yeah, and the FPS doesn't... We've got 3 maps open, and the FPS works great. Okay, let's go check out. And one last biomes to the basics of the grasslands. We'll check that one out. Is this grasslands? Let's make sure we got a plain, boring grasslands. Let's go check out a basic grasslands. Here is a standard grasslands. Grasslands, of course, have an obscene amount of grass. They have very few trees. They have lots of fertile soil. But they're generally very windy. And fire, the rain, when fires are very dangerous on the grasslands. The rain being triggered when you have a big fire, the way it works is reduced on a grassland. There is also a drought event on a grassland that when there's a drought, your crops and all plants will grow more slowly, and the rain fires are pretty much entirely turned off. So you're on your own for fires when there's a drought. So those are the new cool biomes. Any other questions on the biomes? Did I miss anything big? We've got glacial plains, and it can mix, and it has ice rocks. There can be blizzard events, which is sort of just a strong snowstorm. They're super cool. We've got the Scarlands that are polluted and have places to explore. The lava one with all the lava vents and the volcanic. The glow forest, perpetually dark and the cool, pretty stuff. And the grasslands with the danger fire. Can you mix them? You can only, biomes can be 2 mixed. That's good. So let's go on to landmarks. I got the biggest ones with biomes. Let's go to landmarks. Again, the biggest things with landmarks is you can search them. If you want to find landmarks and you toggle them on with this. This is how you can toggle on your landmarks. With this toggle right here. Landmarks will, you can click around and now click through them and see what they have. They can mix lots of them. Cavern, Ancient Quarry, Jade Rich, Sunny, Abandoned Colony, Dry Lake. There is tons of cool ones. On Friday, on July 11th, when Odyssey is fully released, there should be pictures and descriptions. I think we'll get them all up really, really fast on the wiki. We'll see if it can handle it. But it should be able to explain all of these. We will put that info there with pictures and descriptions of all the landmarks. We'll make sure that gets done. Don't worry. So we won't go over all of them here. They can mix. There also are mixed biomes. Some biomes cannot mix. Lava field, Scarlands, sea ice, glow forest cannot mix. Those ones never mix. All other biomes can mix with anything, but you have to click and see it's a mixed thing. It'll say these two are mixed, and it's just the specific one that is mixed. So this desert right here is mixed. The diseases will work from the desert diseases, but animals will be 50-50 each animal type. And this map right here, right next to it, this specific one is not mixed. This is not mixed. This map is mixed. This one is decreased plant life, mixed biome sandy. And yeah, some things like sunny is just longer day cycle. Sandy has more sand. But then there's some crazy complicated ones like ancient warehouse, ancient toxic vent, regularly makes polluted stuff on your map. Chasm, ancient quarry. There are 85 of them. We're not going to go over all of them here. And yes, you can bring in your 1.5s to Odyssey, but it may not load with all the landmarks. I believe it should. If your 1.5 save doesn't load with landmarks, turn on development mode. Hit the third button at the top, I believe. Hopefully I'm right. And there, search for landmarks. So in this upper left is a search box. Just type in land, and that's retroactively add landmarks. So if your 1.5 save, when you load into Odyssey, doesn't have landmarks, you can press this button, and it'll load in landmarks for you. It'll randomly spread them out on the map. There currently is not a button for biomes to do that. There may be a button for biomes in the future. It's unsure if they'll be able to get that done. Not currently. But if you want to check in the future, I don't know when you're checking this video. As of the date I'm making this, the only way to do biomes, come to the world map, hit the third button, go to the action tab. You can do set biome, and now we can add in some glow forest manually. So to get glow forest on your 1.5 save, that's what you would have to do. You'd have to manually make it. Okay. Those are the basics. So yes, you can load in your 1.5 save. You can retroactive landmark. That's the basics of biomes and landmarks. Anybody have any other basic questions on biomes and landmarks, or things I missed on that? Any important topics we can cover? Make sure to just search for the cool things you want. There are a ton of cool ones. You can come visit these. Yes, you can start on all of these. You can start on all of these landmarks. Yes, you can. Super cool. Let's head up to space next and how to not die in space. So, you cannot start directly in space, except for the new Grav Ship start. But even with the Grav Ship start, you probably want to go back to land, or you pretty much almost have to. But there are space places you can visit, and the most common question I got is how to not instantly die in space. So let's check that out, and let's make a scientist. If you show up in space, just like this, and you can go right here on day 1, you could go to an ancient launch site, even on Naked Brutality, and you could launch yourself into space instantly, and just instantly die. So they started with the vac suit. The vac suit will be required. We'll talk about that in a second. But in space, there's one, no air, and you get vacuum damage, and we'll talk about vacuum exposure. And 2, it's extremely cold. It is perpetually negative 75°C. And so 4 vac suits, a person with 0 vacuum resistance would survive for 50 seconds. 50 real-life seconds. And we'll see here, even though this person is outside with just a shirt and pants, and it's negative 75°C, their vacuum exposure right now, will pause, is at 60%, and their hypothermia is only at 10%. So very roughly, vacuum exposure is 6 times more brutal at 0 than hypothermia at negative 75°C. So if you have no vacuum resistance and you're just outside in space naked, you're going to die very, very fast. And the one way to prevent that is to wear a vac suit. So let's put our vac suit back on. And now our vac suit will prevent this. And the vac suit also is great with temperature. And we'll get rid of all these wounds just to see. So we'll click gear, and you can click on vac suit, and it'll say vac resistance. 32% for the armor. 2/3 of it comes from the helmet, for all of it. 69% on the helmet. So this gets over to 100. Recon armor and marine armor and cataphract armor will give more armor, but less than 100% vacuum resistance. That they can work in space. You can work for like the whole day in space in marine armor, but once a day you need to go somewhere with oxygen. And the way you can prevent oxygen, way you can contain oxygen must be contained in an airtight roofed room. So let's make a room. Here's our room. Here's our door. We're going to cheat and roof it over. So here's our roofed room. And here's our oxygen maker. And I'm going to cheat and turn its power on. And we're going to use this oxygen overlay. And we're going to watch this room fill with oxygen. The one key way or easy way to see oxygen. Oops. Did we vent that? There should be a little bit of graphic change when something doesn't... Oh, when it's filling up. When it's filling up, it looks like this. This is filling up, and now it's filled up. So when it fills up, it has cool graphics. So, and we can see this. But watch how quickly this will vent out when we open the door. When we open the door, the air can all rush out and fill back up in. But now we're in our oxygen room. We can take off our vac suit, and now we'll merely freeze to death. We'll be okay. We're just freezing now. We're not getting vacuum burns or anything. Temperature in space, it is very cold, but it's a little easier to deal with than on the planet. So, if on the planet, like if you were on sea ice, you might need 3 heaters to warm up this space. To do it in space, you may only need 1 or 2. Temperature is more forgiving in space. It is easier to heat up rooms. Let me go. Hold on. There's lots of questions coming. The way you will want to contain oxygen in a room, good call. You either want to make an airlock like this, so that way when we go through these doors, not all the air can rush out, even if we do it like that. Or there are new vac barriers. So the way I'd recommend you use a vac barrier is you put the vac barrier here, like this. And that way, when this door opens, it doesn't. You can put a vac barrier like this. Oops, I didn't turn it on. Needs to be powered on. You can put a vac barrier like this and just walk freely in and out of the doors. Can you vent oxygen to put out a fire? Yes and no. The same way you vent oxygen, fires don't last long in space. So when you do this to vent oxygen, the fires will just instantly get put out. Campfires don't work in space. You can get raided in space. You can get raided on asteroids or all the space things. All space raids are either Outlanders in vac suits or mechs. The Outlanders always arrive via transport pods, and they never flee. They fight until dead. And they'd just be able to walk right in through this vac barrier. So that's why you probably want to do vac barrier door, or door gap door airlock, or similar like that. Let me see. What other questions did I miss on space? So temperature's a little easy. Oxygen. You can only get vacuum burns if you have, I believe, over 90%. I'm sorry, under 90% vacuum. So essentially, you need to wear both a helmet and armor to prevent the vacuum burns. So this person's getting vacuum burns right now. If you have the biotech DLC, there is a new Xeno type called a Starjack, and they have vacuum resistance. If they have a helmet, they can survive just fine, but they need more. Is it possible to deprive raiders of oxygen on the planet? No. This toggle also does not work in the planet. Some things simply don't work in space. A wind turbine. There's no wind in space. Wind turbines, no wind in space. Campfires, no campfire in space. Lots of things like that don't work in space. Smoke launcher barely works in space. Molotov instantly goes out in space. You can get lit on fire in space. It's not as bad. You can sleep in a vac suit, and you can sleep outside in a vac suit. So he can sleep right there. That works. So he can sleep here and not die. He'd prefer to sleep inside with oxygen and stuff, though, of course, in a nice temperature. Let's see. Did I miss any other major questions in space? Vacuum burns, skin, 90% vacuum resistance. Like, if you're below 90, you can get it. There are no solar flares in space. Thank you, Abyssal Frog. That was a huge one. And if excuse me, I'm choking. A single unroofed cell will instantly vent it out. A single unroofed cell instantly vents all your air. No wind in space. Any other big questions and things I miss? What if you shoot somebody's vac suit? Does it leak? No, it does not. Good question. I'm going to take a drink. Keep the questions coming. Great question, Peanut Pie. Will raiders that only arrive via drop pods, can they arrive right here and break the roof? Yes. Immediate attack, Center drop. Random. Let's do it right now. I think they can. Did they change? Is it changed so they won't land? I can force them to land in here. Let's just do a really big one. Execute raid. No. Execute raid with specifics. Pirates, 10,000, immediate attack, center drop. Random. Okay. In space, the center drops will land outside the building, it looks like. So, if stuff lands on here, yes, it can break the roof, and it would instantly vent all the oxygen out. It looks like center drops have been changed to not land in buildings in space. That was not a rigorous test. I could be wrong. If an animal is starving, it won't go outside. I'm not sure. The animals can get vacuum thing. Does Dead Life Dust work in space? I believe so. If you have food poisoning, do you vomit in your spacesuit? Yes. Are solar panels more efficient in space? No. There is a day-night cycle. Are there breach raids in space? No. What power options do you have? Solar panels. Toxifier you can put here. And you can pollute this. You can pollute here, and you can dump pollution into space. You can shoot pollution into space, but you will anger the traders nearby. So if you shoot pollution with a transport pod from the surface to this rock, these traders would get angry. Excuse me, I need a drink. Keep the questions coming. These are great. Are there alternative to vac suits? Staying in the building and staying in oxygen. Recon armor, marine armor, power armor. Each of recon, marine, and power armor do not give perfect vacuum resistance, but roughly you can stay outside for a day. Like, you can work for about 10 hours in your recon armor before you get any noticeable effects, and then you just need to come in here for a second, and then you can go back. What raid types are in space? Only Outlanders, Pirates, and Mechs. They only arrive via drop pod. And Cataphract. And Cataphract, too. Cataphract also doesn't hit 100, I don't think. But you can last a really long time. It's close enough to 100 that you just have to stop by once a day. Insects have vacuum resistance. I haven't seen insects in space. I don't think there are insects in space, but I could be wrong. Can you shoot pollution into the sun? No, not yet. Will bodies decompose in space? Yes. Do helmets work against gas now? Let's see. Just vacuum and toxic environmental resistance. And let's go spawn apparel, power armor, power helmet. That does not. So, the vac helmet does have toxic resistance. Marine and recon does not. Good call, Solar. Not every material is airtight. So click on something, hit I, and see if it's airtight. Good call. A wooden wall is not airtight. This is not airtight. This will not contain oxygen. Stone walls are also not airtight. These are not airtight. So build out of steel, plasteel, and stuff like that. Do the suits come in kid sizes? Yes. Have I thrown a child out of an airlock? Intentionally? No. Good. I think I got all the major space questions. I didn't get tons. There's tons of anomaly stuff. Sorry, I don't know all that. Do they come in pet sizes? No. Are the pawns who come with hospitality quest vacuum thing? No. You can get those quests on your Grav Ship, and you need to keep them oxygen supplied. Let's go to the Grav Ship, and let's do that. Good questions. Well, we're going to show it all, Kiaz. Well, not everything. Let's go to Grav Ships. So, the basics of Grav Ships. No space animals. No, you can bring your animals into space if you keep them contained in an airtight room. There are new Grav Ships that let you travel across the world map. Yes, you can have a main base and a Grav Ship. We'll talk about it. No, you do not need to be airtight on your grav ship traveling from place to place. So if you travel from a grassland to a temperate forest, your grav ship doesn't even need walls. You don't even need walls to do that. Think of the grav ship like a super hot air balloon. The grav engine itself just brings the ship up. It can do that without power. The grav ship does not require power. The grav ship itself, stuff on it does require power. But the grav ship, the grav engine, and these thrusters, and the pilot console, and the fuel containers, none of this requires power. So, let's move our grav engine. Your grav engine is movable. Let's move that outside, and let's construct the tiniest grav ship. For something to be on a grav ship, you need to make grav ship substructure. Grav ship substructure costs grav light panels. We'll talk about how to get that in a bit. So if you will make our grav ship structure under our thing, to make a functional grav ship, you need a pilot console. You need one cell for the pilot to stand. You need a thruster, the smallest thrusters, 2x1. And you need some fuel. The smallest fuel tank is 2x2. This, right here, this is the smallest grav ship. The only other thing it needs to be functional is you need one person capable of intellectual. If someone's incapable of intellectual, they cannot pilot a grav ship. So let's test leave. So let's show this. Test leave. And let's go fly our awesome grav ship. And let's take this off. You don't need grav ship to do this. So we'll save right here. And I'll demonstrate real quick. And let's go fly our... Let's just take Tony and abandon them and see what happens. So we will do new launch. Take Tony. And we'll abandon those two. Travel to a remote destination using your grav ship. Unless you build a grav anchor, your current map and anything not on the grav ship substructure will be permanently lost. You won't be able to return. Let's go. And let's go over here. And let's go fly away our super grav ship. 3% success quality. Nothing but the best here. And by default, this map is now lost. It's like an abandoned settlement, and you can never return, and those people are gone. And now we can move and land. We can move our grav ship and land it, and we can even rotate it. So we can't fit right here, but if we rotate our grav ship, we can come cram it sort of in right there. We can cram it in right here by rotating it. And yes, you can land on animals, and they're deleted. No, you can't land on people. So we'll land it on just some of these muffalos just for fun to delete it. Let's go and fly this in. And we could have rotated it. So, the more thrusters you have, the further you can go. Thrusters control how far you can go on the world map. So let's reload. I cheated and reloaded it. And let's just skip this. So this is how far our grav ship can go. And the most a grav ship can go, you can have 1, 2, 3, 4 engines. The engines must point off substructure. They can't be can't point under overhead mountain. They can't point to the substructure. They can't put into walls and things. So like if you build a wind turbine right here, where's a wind turbine or something like that? These ones blocked, blocked, not blocked, not blocked. So these need to be unblocked, and you can have 4 of these. Max per grav ship 4. And you can have 6 big engines. 1, 2, 3. And you can have these point in funny directions, and you can have holes in your grav ship. So the good agony. Let's make an extra stupid ship real quick. Let's make extra dumb. And let's just take all our thrusters and do this. We got just for demonstration purposes. So here's our grav ship, and we'll make some bigger fuel tanks. And so this would be the maximum range of a Grav ship. And let's go try that one and see, just to look at the world map. So now we can fly this far. Look how obscenely far we could go with this one. So that's, as you upgrade the Grav ship, you can go much, much, much further. So we could travel all the way here nigh instantly. It does travel in real time. Look at that. Okay, so you can make holes in your ship like this. The holes don't come. The Grav ship will tell you what's coming. So if we had substructure here, this is not connected. And when we launch our Grav ship, this gets left behind. By default, we can make 500 cells. So if we make it bigger than 500, this gets cut out. Our ship gets cut out, and all this other stuff gets left behind. In order to make your ship bigger, you need to get Grav field extenders. To make a Grav field extender, it shows it right here, it costs a Grav core. Grav cores can only be gotten in specific Odyssey quests. You will get them regularly with your Grav engine. You will get them every 15 to 30 days. That's the timer. 15 is the earliest, 30 is the longest, and through the miracles of waiting, 20 is the average. So you should get a quest for a Grav core every 20 days on average. There you go. Or that's you do that. And you can have up to 6 extenders. We can have 6 extenders, and our Grav ship could go to 2,000. Yeah, it's not 22.5. It's weighted. It's weighted to be 20 instead. You can have 6 Grav field extenders. You cannot chain the extenders, and the extenders must be built within range. So we could put 1 Grav field extender right here, but we couldn't then do this. So we could now we can build it here. We need another one just for raw amount of things. We can't extend our extenders. The extenders can be relocated, yes. So, just a demonstration, roughly the biggest size Grav ship you can make. We'll put Grav ship things on the corners, the extenders out wide. Is roughly, as you guys can see, a circle that looks like this. That's roughly 66 by 66, 67 by 67. This circle is roughly how big a Grav ship can be. But only 2,000 cells. So you wouldn't be able to fill this entire space in. You can do long boy like this. So if we have long boy like this, give it a second. That's 1,300. Once we get to 2,000, we can't build more. So you couldn't fill in that whole circle, but you could do it comically like this, where we have lots of stuff that goes to the edges. Just as an example. Can the substructure be destroyed? It cannot. When you launch your Grav ship, every standard map that you can settle on, you can land your Grav ship there. Even if it has crazy amounts of mountain or water, the game will make space, and all the maps are designed to have space. You can always land your Grav ship there. You cannot land your Grav ship in open ocean. You cannot land your Grav ship on impassable terrain. You can land your Grav ship on these space objects and build a permanent base there. You can't just park your Grav ship in empty space. Let's see. Those are this. You cannot land your Grav ship over walls and stone. You cannot land your Grav ship over geothermals. You can land it over trees. You can land it over animals. You can rotate it. Yes, rotating does work. If your Grav engine is lost, you will get quests to get a new one. So roughly on average, once every 2 years, if you lose your Grav engine, a new quest will appear so you can get one back. It is possible for you to go to space and raiders to destroy your grav engine. Then you're just stuck there with your platform trying to survive. It is possible for raiders to uninstall and steal your grav engine. It's quite valuable. They will steal it. Can you land around a geothermal and leave space and build a temporary generator? Yes, but you cannot make a space around it. Like if let's move our grav engine. So you can move your grav engine. Moving your grav engine is super effective. We'll talk about that next. But for a geothermal, good question, we can substructure around it. But if we built a geothermal like this, the geothermal can't be built on Gravship substructure. So you need to leave a hole this big. You need to leave a hole like that for you to, and then build a geothermal every time. That's what you need to do. And you need to perfectly park it every time, of course. Grav Ship hull can only be built on Grav Ship substructure. Grav Ship hull will appear diagonal only when it's on the exterior. So, for example, we'll make a diagonal wall like this, and we'll make the same one here. These walls are the same. So we can come stand right here in this spot, and we can come stand right here in this spot. It's just graphical. These diagonals are graphical. For the diagonals. But if you had a main base and wanted diagonal walls, you can use the Grav Ship and move it around, and you can make diagonal walls around your base. So, for example, if this was your base, if that's your base, if you wanted diagonal walls around it, you could just move the Grav Ship engine over here. We'll move it over here. And then you can place some substructure. And then we'll do diagonal substructure. Diagonal, diagonal. And then you can go like this. And now we can move the Grav Ship engine over here. And you can do that. So you can build your base by and use some Grav Ship tools. Some of them are really cool in your main base by using the Grav engine. Only Grav Ship hull will look diagonal, and only on the exterior. It has to be built on substructure too. So that's how you can do cosmetic diagonal walls. Also, the hull walls have more hit points. So plasteel Grav Ship hull walls. Oops. So you can build regular walls. We can build wooden walls and stuff like this. This is what it'll mark your walls. So these wooden walls are on the substructure. Sorry, excuse me, sir. Sir, we're doing science here. These wooden walls are on the substructure. This wooden wall is not. And this plasteel hull has 1,100 hit points. And standard plasteel hull has only 840. So the hull has super high hit points. So that's great for outer walls. It's great for containing entities in Odyssey DLC. It's cool stuff like that. That's how you can do that. What were the other good questions? Sorry. Can you wall off the Grav engine? Yes, and I suggest you do. That is a good idea to do it. There was one. Are they related quests added to the normal? Yes, they're separate. Can we dump the steam geyser? No. Can raiders fly your ship? No. What is the substructure made of? The substructure is made of grav light panels and steel. Grav light panels, they are made from plasteel and vaxstone. Vaxstone you can only get from asteroids. So you have to go to space, drill an asteroid, and turn the vaxstone blocks into vaxstone. And plasteel. This is advanced research. But you can get gravlite panels. Some traders have them. Let's see. Which traders have them? Trade kind. Grav panels Orbital bulk good traders can sell them. They're the only one that does. Orbital bulk good traders can sell them. And also, the quests you get for the Grav Core will also have piles of panels and lots of quests and events in space, especially. Quest events will have random Grav-like panels that you can find. You can even rarely find Grav panels while fishing. Can a Vaxstone meteor land? It shouldn't. No. Can these be destroyed by grenades? They cannot. Good question. Can you pay the iron price for a Grav core? You cannot. Can you park the Grav ship in space? No, it has to be parked on something. If you have a quest that's keep a prisoner with a Grav ship, you will have to airtight your Grav ship and make sure the person stays in the airtight room. The devs have painstakingly gone through every quest to try and make them function with a Grav ship. So if you do a colonist lender quest with your Grav ship and then you leave and go somewhere else, your people will return to the appropriate space. You can have visitor quests. You can take them with you on the Grav ship. They won't fail. You can have, like, the take care of the sick person with a Beja on the Grav ship. It shouldn't fail. Can you land the Grav ship in the middle of the ocean? You cannot. Can you get 2 Grav cores at once? You're not supposed to, but you can cheat it. Use at your own risk. Can you craft the shuttle engine? No, we'll talk about shuttles later. Is there a way to land the shuttle in an airtight space on the Grav ship? I'm not sure. I think the answer is no. I'm actually, it is no. You can't land it directly in airtight. You have to build it. You can do the Stellark ending on a Grav ship. You can put the ship on your ship and do the event. This is legit. You can do this. You can put the ship on your ship and do the ship ending. Yes. Yes, hold on. I've got a better picture. If you're wondering how Ship to the Stars got here, give me a second. As image in off topic. That topic. Give me a second. Let me find this. Copy link. Give me a second. Gotta make sure I don't bring up something I'm not supposed to. Yes, this is how Ship to the Stars get here. You can't put it on. I don't know if you can put it under it and take it off, but yes. Yes, you can do this, and you can fly away. You can just fly away. That's a good thing. With raids. Okay. Raids with the Grav ship. So we talked about in space. Raids are only Outlanders and mechs. When you get raided, you can just fly your Grav ship off. Yes, you can. If you get a scary raid, you can just be like, screw it. Let's launch the ship and leave. However, there are weird quirks to that. So let me get these weird quirks. So let me bring up Notepad. So with Randy, it's just fine. So the way Randy works is Randy rolls dice 60 times a day. And if you leave with the Grav ship, that's perfectly normal. And you can look it up. If you just search for Cassandra Rimworld Wiki, we've put all this info in the wiki. But for Cassandra, for raids, for Cassandra, essentially, Cassandra will always attack once or twice between days 11 and 15. That's not exactly right, but we're gonna simplify this for an example. So Cassandra always will attack once or twice between 11 and 15. Phoebe's even easier, so we'll do Phoebe. We'll use Phoebe as our example. Phoebe always attacks once between days 11 and 20. Always once. Let's say we have 2 map tiles. We have map A. Phoebe's going to attack on Phoebe attacks day 15. You wouldn't know this, but the game does sort of bake them in to the save or choose an advance. Each map tile knows. So for example, we'll check right here. We can go dev mode, future incidents, current map, on-off cycle threat big. Where's on-off cycle big? On-off cycle threat big. This one. And right here, it puts in all the dates. So we're going to get attacked on day 12.8 and day 14.9 and day 25.3. What it says you're going to get attacked with, this is just the game guessing, but these dates are baked in to your game. And each essentially map has its own baked in things. We're simplifying this, but it's good enough. So let's say map A Phoebe will attack on day 15. Map B, Phoebe attacks day 19, sure. So, if you are on Phoebe, you're supposed to only be attacked once between days 11 and 20. If you're on Phoebe and you get attacked here on day 15, and then you fly to this map tile, you can get attacked again. You would get 2 attacks. So conceivably, if you have an obscene Phoebe, so in a super ludicrous, ultra, and insane example, so let's say Cassandra once or twice, 50-50. So Cassandra's always once or twice. Let's say map A is day 11 and 13. Map B equals day 13.5 and 15.5. You can be on map A and get attacked twice and go, this place is cursed. And then you could land here and get attacked twice more, and you could get attacked 4 times in 5 days. Or you could have the reverse happen. What could happen is you could be on map B, and it could be day 13.2. Let's say it was day 13.2. If you're on day 13.2 here, you didn't get attacked. And if you fly to this one, you won't get attacked. So sometimes you will get no attacks. So with the Grav Ship, the basic gist, the basic too long didn't read to all that annoying math, is sometimes you will get attacked more frequently in a short span of time. And sometimes there'll be a longer time between attacks. But on average, you still get the same amount of attacks if you just fly around randomly. If you use your knowledge of Cassandra or your knowledge of Phoebe, you can manipulate the numbers and do what you want. But if you're just flying around randomly, you get the same amount of attacks. It's just sometimes you might get a little easier, sometimes you might get a little harder. Essentially, everybody's playing with a little bit of Randy if you're flying around on a Grav Ship. My advanced standard storyteller is just like Cassandra. There are baked in dates. It's like 5.125. It's just too hard to track on my own. So that's how the storyteller works with the Grav Ship. Again, it's just a little bit of Randy. You might get a little more or a little less than what you think. Any other big questions? You can have a main base and a Grav Ship. When the Grav Ship leaves, it'll prompt you. As we saw in that prompt, let's move the engine back. Bring the engine back over here. And let's... no thrusters. There, thruster acquired. When travel to a remote destination, unless you build a grav anchor, your current map and anything not on substructure will be permanently lost and you won't be able to return. The grav anchor changes that. One expensive thing you can make, it requires which research? Let's see, anchor. The grav anchor requires standard grav tech after microelectronics, standard grav tech, and it requires 300 plasteel, 800 gravlite panels, and 5 advanced components. Meaning, it's pretty expensive. But you can do this, and now you have a main base and a Grav Ship, your thing. Can you have multiple Grav anchors? Yes and no. You're not really supposed to have multiple maps at the same time open get 30. Yes, you can do it. Use at your own risk on what happens. You can get multiple Grav engines too by cheating and probably exploits. You're not supposed to be able to build multiple Grav ships. You probably can use at your own risk. What happens if the grav anchor is destroyed while the ship is gone? I assume it doesn't close the map. It's just when the grav ship launches. So the lore is the fancy, dangerous gravitational waves that the grav engine uses to lift your ship damage the map, and that's why you can't return. This lets people survive those terrifying grav things. They hide in the bunker, and that's why people can survive it. So when the grav ship's gone, it's not needed. Grav ship raids are the same. They're the same. The grav ship events, they're different. There's a bunch of those. Any other questions on basic grav ship stuff? How could I contain the knowledge for so long? That's why I oppress you guys so much. When the stress of trying to contain my hype for Odyssey got too high, that's why I started timing people out. And that's why people like Talon, Darth Tater, Roofish are great, that I can just keep timing them out just to feel better. No research queuing now. Can you kidnap traders by launching it? It'll tell you that you're going to upset them, yes. When you launch your grav ship, anything on it comes. If you launch your grav ship and there are raiders on this panel, they come. When it lands, they're no longer angry hostile. They'll just try and leave. They just flee. Joe on YouTube wants to be oppressed. Sure thing, Joe on YouTube. Not you, though, Lekman. Oh, I forgot about Lekman, too. Thank you for reminding me, and Crazy Oven, so I can oppress you guys, too. First quest for you gives you the Grav Core and some panels, and maybe, like, one mech. It's a token fight, Jeremy Chaos. You can do it even, like, day one, Naked Brutality or Tribal. It's really, really easy. It's possibly easier than the basic Mechanitor quest. It's like that. If you do it you get it right at the start of the game, and it's really easy to do. Do I provide reading material? Yes, for timeouts, yes. New ship ending, yes, there's a new ending. We won't show it and stuff. Can you only send mechs on a Grav ship? Everybody can go on a Grav ship. All the people can go. Odyssey out early for some people, yes. We get to preview it early for everybody. And that means I can answer questions. So we're doing a quick YouTube frequently asked question, and then we'll do the playthrough. So that's, we did World Tour. We did, what are the things we want to do? We did Landmarks and Basics. We did Biomes. We did Space. We did Exploring Sites. Okay, Exploring Sites. There are things you're going to want to know for Exploring Sites. So there are cool things. So let's go to the Scarland. Scarlands always have it. Let's check this out. So, rule number 1 of Exploring Sites. I suggest don't go through the door. Don't go through the door. Don't go through the door. Shuttle come up in a bit. Yep, it's coming up. So, for next up, exploring. So we're going to do some exploring. Let me close this map. So, basics of exploring. Don't go through the door. Anytime you come to a door, move to it, and when it's open, step to the side. Never do this. Don't do that. And this, oh hell no. Don't do that. That's why don't go through the door. Got it? That was the demonstration. Don't go through the door. Don't go through the door. Always look first. Look first, and then step to the side. Thank you, Hunter Trap, for demonstrating that. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you the main dangers of going through doors. 1. Hunter-Seeker drones. That thing we just saw is a Hunter-Seeker drone. Let's see if we can find another one. Can I search for one? So now we're getting pretty spoilery. Is there another one on the map? If there's not, we'll have to make another one. There are those red triangles. Anybody see the red triangle anywhere? Well, we're going to show all the drones. Don't worry. Okay, that was the only one of them. Can I search for Wasp? Another one is Wasp. Okay, we'll go somewhere else. Let's go off this, and let's go check out somewhere else. Yeah, leave instantly. Sorry, Elliot. Leave instantly. Abandon. Yep. And let's go check out stockpile. Let's go check out this medicine stockpile. Let's go do that. So let's teleport here. And I'll show you the basics of exploration. Yeah, triangles, dangerous. 3 balls, super dangerous. 3 balls, also dangerous. So there's these new things. This is a ancient stockpile entrance. And you would hack this. He doesn't have set skill. Set skill. Intellectual 10. If you have sufficient intellectual skill, you can hack these. When you're done hacking, we'll cheat it. It opens up. And now you can drop down. And now we can explore this. And again, exploring this, there's things you need to hack. Again, rule number 1, don't go through the doors. Always step to the door and to the side. Here's the 3 balls. Here's the 3 balls. Don't walk in to the 3 balls. They stun, and they stun, and they stun, and they stun, and they stun. They're pretty mean. You can also find insects down here, or on the world map, or on this. Let's go take bridges. We've got a new explorer. Let's go take bridges. New explorer. Let's go out here and take bridges. I won't show you the rest of it. I won't show you the rest of those. Perfect. We found with balls. Let's go to our ruins. Ruins, our maps are kind of like Scarlands, but even bigger. And let's go check out our ruins. Can you get around the 3 balls? There's ways for it. Yes, I'll talk about that in a second. We'll just get a quick overview of each of them first. So here's a ruins. And can we have no clear weather? And let's see. There are crypto caskets here, just like the ones in this. There's the wasp drones. That looks like 3 balls. Generally, look in the corners. They try to be in corners. Always check the corners. Here's the hunter-seeker thing. There can be sleeping mechs, and there can be insects. And there's a new special type of mech, the sentry. We haven't seen one of them. But my main suggestion. So, spoiler again. Hunter-seekers. This is an explosive mine on wheels. It will detonate after 5 hours. So that's what the Hunter-Seeker drone is. A dormant hunter drone that activates when it detects a threat. The hunter drone closes with the target and detonates. It cannot be placed adjacent to other traps. It only has 6 hours of life, and then it dies. The wasps are 3 stinging flying insects. Several dormant wasp drones. They activate, inject target with a paralytic biotoxin. It means it just stuns things. They die pretty fast in melee, but they will stun you over and over again. You probably want a melee tank and somebody to shoot them while you do it. You probably want 2 people to do these, but 1 person can do it if they're tough, but you will get stunned and stung a lot. These last forever. Once they're up and moving around, that's it. You can do nonsense like this. So, crazy tip for these. We're going to save here, and we're going to do some really dumb stuff. There's ways you can sort of do this. You've got some skills, right? Good. Let me max all your skills. I don't know if this has been changed. Will they zap him on the door? Yeah, it doesn't see him on the door. That's good. Testing wasps. So you can stand on the door, and these don't wake up necessarily. But that or the important part what that means is now we can wall it off. Steal. So if you we'll turn off God mode. Very carefully. Build 1 wall at a time. Diagonally. Not assigned to construction. No. You have to do it very, very carefully. Thank you for demonstrating the dangers of not doing it very carefully. that was not what we were looking for. Spawn full stack steel. Thank you for the assistance with science. And you're assigned to construction. Well, we have to be careful. Yep. Teaching the cheese already. So we can do it very, very carefully. Please make it one at a time. And do not walk past it. Okay, there's one. Now we can build another. No, don't walk past the wall. And you can see where this is going. So depending on exactly where the wasp is located... yeah, select cleaned room. Yep. You can wall off wasps. Sometimes. Be very careful with it. There also can be powered turrets in these rooms. Like you can open the door and immediately get shot. And there are sentry robots. Okay, if you see a new robot, spoiler alert, the new robot, if you see it, spoiler, it can open doors. There's a new robot that runs around. It has a gun. You can fight it. It's kind of like halfway between a Militor and a pikeman. Let's call it that. Halfway between a Militor and a pikeman. When it gets angry, it will chase you. When you hide in your base, it will come inside and shoot you. So be aware of the sentry drones. Be aware of the powered turrets. Be aware of the wasps. But rule number 1 for exploring, don't walk through the door. Don't walk through the door. Always open the door and look through it. And that is my tips and spoilers. Yeah, bring melee, bring a shield belt. Explosions like this hunter trap. Explosives like the hunter trap don't like break a shield belt and damage you. So just bring guy with shield belt. He can trigger these. He can be shot by the sentries. He can be shot by the turret. He can tank an explosion, and a melee guy is good for tanking the wasps too. So buying a shield belt while you go exploring, super strong. Okay, other miscellaneous things. Do the traps show up all over the place? Yes. Other miscellaneous things. Shuttle. New research shuttle. It's like a teleporting caravan. It's just like the Royalty DLC shuttle. It is chem fuel powered. You can load it and fly around wherever you want. Yes, you can fly to base, and do tons of trading and come home as long as you have enough chem fuel, and you can trade and you can put tons of chem fuel on it. Yeah, it's got less capacity than the Royalty one. It can hold 500 kilograms. You can do long-distance scanning, shuttle to it, mine some stuff, come back. Most importantly, with the shuttle, you saw it in the previews. You saw the shuttle in all the previews. Like this. Hold on. Spawn thing. Die. You can do art, right? You can do art. You can paint the shuttle. You can paint your shuttles. It's super good. There's so many things you can do with the shuttle. Yes, you can have a shuttle on a Grav Ship. Yes, you can have 10 shuttles on a Grav Ship. You can be flying around your Grav Ship to places. You can't take your Grav Ship and land directly on a settlement to trade. You would need to land your Grav Ship here to trade for them. But you can have your Grav Ship be right here, and you can go fly with the shuttle and trade, and then fly it back. Super good. You can fill up fuel on the world map. Yes, you can even buy fuel at all these places. So you can have your thing. Let's do it. Let's do science. Where's our shuttle? Where'd our shuttle go? Let's go do it. Let's get full stack chem fuel. Let's go make tons of chem fuel. And let's... yeah, load it up. Okay, it's full, but it's not full. It's full, but it's not full. Let's go bring 1,400 chem fuel in our shuttle, And let's go fly around. Load it up. Here's the range of the shuttle. A person needs to be capable of intellectual to fly the shuttle. So one person on the shuttle must be capable of intellectual. And I believe right now, some of the weather events, like blizzard, sandstorm, and maybe a few of the others I'm missing, right now they prevent the shuttle from leaving. So some of the extreme weather prevents it. How many can fit in the shuttle? 500 kilograms worth of people and stuff. 500 kilograms, that's how much. So this is our range. And let's go visit here. So we'll go visit there. Zoom. And now we're on the world map, and we're flying along. And let's keep going. It reloads after an hour. So it takes 1 hour for it to cool down. It's barely any time at all. It's almost done already. But we'll cheat. I'm going to end it. And we'll do another launch. And we'll go visit... we'll just go stop right here as a caravan. Yep. It's giving us a warning about fuel. So, we're going to instantly end the cooldown. Now, here's our range. This is our range. But this is how much we have with fuel. So we are limited by fuel to go to here. We can go to the world map. Let me turn off dev mode. There's now refuel from cargo. So we have loaded up 1,400 chem fuel just in the standard inventory. We can refuel it. Dump it all in. Now we're back to flying as far as we want. And yes, we can jump super far across the world map like this. You can visit tons of space places and go buy all their cool stuff. Absolutely. So jumping from Outlander base, buying all the genes, buying all the maps, buying all the shock lances, buying the Luciferium. Super, super good. Yeah, and you can buy chem fuel at Outlander bases, yeah, and just bring in tons of chem fuel. Does the pod launcher show the max range too? Yes, it does. What are maps for? That's right, new book type. Sorry, maps. Yeah, we're on the miscellaneous section. Maps, simple enough. Maps are new book type. It gives you a quest. You can get one quest from each map. The description. Let's go fly around till we find one. We'll just go fly. Let's go find a book. Refuel from cargo. Refuel our ship and the cooldown. Outlanders have a chance to sell books. Let's go find one. Trade with them. Do they have a map? No. Let's go again. Reload. Reset cooldown. Let's go here. Visit this one. Trade. Do they have a map? Game, can we please... It's giving us schematics every time. Here. Let's go visit like this. And yes, with a 1 hour cooldown, you can do exactly what we're doing in-game. It's just a tiny bit more time than what I'm showing you. This is actually normal. Is that... Oh, I'm changing the game speed up really high. I'll leave it on 1 speed next time. We'll leave it on 1 speed next time. Still, everything's a schematic. Is it rigged right now? What is going on? So, I will do it at 1 speed for this one. Did we visit there? I'm not sure. Has this been restocked? We did visit this one. This is how fast it goes at 1 speed. And we already checked there. Oh, did I restock this? I used the dev mode button. Reset, enter cooldown. No, okay. That's not what we want. Forget it. Forget it. Spawn thing, map. So, maps are books. They look like this. Based on the description of the thing, you can kind of read it. Ancient buildings. So this one will find a cool, like, item type quest or building stuff. Map of Western thing. Ancient weapon quest. Hunger. This one might be a food warehouse. Survey. Almanac of subterranean stuff. Probably a warehouse or depot. Holographic map. Raider attack. So you can fight pirates with that one. Chem fuel storage. So based on what the quest description is, you can get a rough idea of it. But you can find lots of... You get one quest from the map. And when you get the quest, it'll tell you. Like, the quest will pop up, and it'll be like a schematic when you complete a research. It's just like completing a research. That's how maps work. There's a few new things, and there's tons of new animals. Armor stands, sure. Armor stands, you can swap instantly. We'll go fly somewhere. I'll show you the armor stand. Yep. We'll settle with our shuttle. Well, we'll do the armor stand. Hopefully, they're not previewing it too in detail. So here's an armor stand. And let's... you can do toggle removing stuff. So if you want a specific person's outfit swap, let's say we have 2 people. And Zane here is our melee fighter. But we don't want him to wear his power armor all the time. So we'll put power armor helm, spawn apparel, power armor, and we'll give him the greatest melee weapon, of course. Club. Set stuff. Jade. And assign... Don't put on this armor. So... Now they're going to load this up, and we can hit storage weapons. Put weapons there, too. So now, even if we put on apparel, and we edit it so they're now allowed to wear everything, because when we check allow removing items, they will now wear stuff and store stuff. So you can use these as generic closed storage. If you hit allow removing items, this is generic clothing storage. If you do don't allow items, we can have this weapon swap. So let's give you a bolt action rifle. Let's give you a minigun. Sure. There's your gun. Now if we come here, we can do... where is it? Equip outfit. And he will change his entire outfit with this. One click. Now he's swapped into melee mode. And because it's set to don't remove, it will always be there, and he can always swap back. Equip outfit. So you can have weapon slots, and they're swapped for specific people. We didn't have a hat for him, so he didn't put the helmet on it. So but you get the idea. So allow removing items. This is generic clothing stands. And yes, you can change the storage settings. And... uncheck allow removing items. That's a specific outfit for a specific person. And just like with any people, you can put a specific thing on an item stand. You can just force wear it. You can adjust the settings of it, and that's how these work. You can have several lined up all in power armor. Absolutely. And you can have people... You can just use it as a clothing rack, or you can use it as an item swap. So that's how you use the allow removing items. I think we have hit all the basics. What other basic questions have I missed for the frequently asked questions? So, I think we're done. How do they look with paint? I don't know. You can't paint them. Yeah, more efficient shelves. What other basic questions do you have? And once we're done this frequently asked questions, so we're opening the floor to questions, then I'm going to start a Grav Ship run. We'll see how we go. Hit me with your questions. What questions? Does it count everything as forced when you use equip? Yes. Web flanges, that's new in 1.6, I believe. Yeah, people can just run full speed in water. You don't need Odyssey for that. Does animal specialist affect fishing speed? I don't believe so. But maybe. Let's find out. I don't believe so, but maybe. Do the peacocks drop feathers? No. Have you ever shown the animals? I didn't look through the animals. We'll do that real quick. We'll spawn some animals. Let's do an animal specialist just to see. Are heavy bridges flammable? I don't believe so. We'll check in a second. New ideology mean? Yes, there's a new desires to live in space. A new spacer ideology one. I can't remember the exact name. Bioferrite still the best material for a longsword? No, obsidian is now better. Obsidian is like super jade for sharp weapons. So, new ideology, shipborne. Shipborne people prefer to live in space, but you can't start in space. Not easily. There's no reasonable, sane way that you can start to space colony. You have to move there. But we'll do animal specialist to check that. It's a good question. Animal specialist. Yep. Obsidian a fragile material? Yes. Yes, it is. It's got super low hit points. Can you get gravstone and obsidian meteors? No. Isn't obsidian black? Yes. Value of obsidian? It's like jade. It's somewhere roughly around jade. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head. It will be on the wiki day one. Don't worry. Think of it as jade, but for sharp weapons. And specialist. Oh, we need a specialist. Begin roll change. Animal special. Creaturizer. Yep. Okay. Jade isn't the best for blunt. Jade is good at blunt. Just as an analogy. It wasn't 100% exactly what I said, Tovinator. So, jade is good for blunt, but uranium is better. Obsidian is the best for sharp, though, in contrast. Do you need diamond tools to mine obsidian? You do not. Obsidian only acquirable from trade and the lava biome. And I assume quests, too. So, let's check out his fishing now. Fishing yield. Not affected by animal specialists, no. Can you build spaceships on grav ships? Yes, you can. Did you miss the... Oh, sorry, I showed the picture. Let me bring up that stupid picture again. Or that, by stupid, I mean awesome. Where's my... Yeah, there. You can build a ship on the ship. How practical is it to defend the grav ship? It's like a mini base. You need to be small, size efficient. We're going to show you how to do it in a bit. I mean, once we're done this video, I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and then we're going to go. Any other questions that I missed? Please hit them up. Oh, animals. Pawn. Animal. Spawn pawn. Animal. No. Here's the list. Alligators, armadillos, tons of birds, boghounds. They showed tons of the animals. I'm not going to spawn all of them. But there's like, we saw the mega vole. It's like a naked mole rat. Fishing is Odyssey DLC only. Why not? Because we want to move on to other things. Sorry. Prairie dogs. Can you latch the grav ship into an empty space? No. The grav ship has to go to a spot. You can't go to ocean. You can't go to the impassable mountain, and you can't go to empty space. How smart can animals make? Oh, you can make any animal fully into hauling. So, there's a new sentience catalyst. So we'll do kinds. Trade things kind. Sentience catalyst. Pretty much everybody but caravan slavers don't sell them. Neolithic slavers don't sell the sentience catalyzer things. Combat suppliers don't. And that's it. And one orbital trader. You can buy the sentience things pretty much everywhere. Sentience things upgrade the trainability of any animal. You can do it multiple times. So this cat has no things. Now the cat can be learned to guard stuff. And it has a new ability you can train. Some animals have a special ability. You can just do it right from the start. This one has super comfort. So super comfort is this one. More nuzzling, stronger nuzzling. The animals have defined. It's not random. Oh, and I'm wrong. You can only do it once. So you can upgrade each animal once. So animals can only be upgraded to guard. That's it. Well, ones that have no training. Like an animal that can only guard would be upgraded to be able to whatever the next step is. So you can upgrade them 1 tier in intelligence. My mistake. I was wrong. 1 tier. It's emotional support cat. Exactly. Any other things? I think we are done with the frequently asked questions. I think we covered all the basics. Can you travel from one space object to another? Yes. Yes, you can. Any of the bot things, there is a new mech that you can use with the Mechanitor. Yes. Hold on. Spawn pawn. Cyclops. That's a Cyclops. Yes, you can have one. Yes, you can make yourself this weapon. This weapon is makeable. It's a beam repeater. You can have this. It's like a super laser minigun. It goes through shields. It will hurt people in shield belts. It will go through low shield. There's a new super cool spaceship shield too. So it goes through that. Yes, you can have one of these on it. But I think we're all set. Oh, bridge is flammable. Thank you. Heavy bridge flammability. Good call. Flammability 0. How do we stay safe against it? When it starts shooting, stand around a corner. Oh god, it's gonna shoot. Hide. It's got a really long aim time. So when it starts making blinking lights, just stand around a corner and ambush it or kill it with things. How do the new weapons compare with the assault rifle? This one is like a crazy minigun, and the other gun is kind of like the incinerator. So there's 2 new weapons. One of them is this laser minigun, and the other one is it's the Tesseron laser. Those are the 2 new weapons. They keep firing on the down one, yes. Once they start shooting, they don't stop. Just like a minigun. Okay, thank you very much for the fact. Let me start this going to YouTube, and then we'll get going on our thing.